Kayla. I'm a labor and delivery nurse. I have been a nurse since July of 2018, and I started traveling in August of 2020. And then this is Rosie. She is my dog, and she's been traveling with me since I've been a travel nurse. So we've kind of been all over the place. I travel by myself, so I needed somebody to kind of be there with me and not be so lonely, just because traveling is fun and you meet lots of, fun new people, and you make a lot of great connections, but your first few weeks there can be kind of lonely. So it's nice to have her just to come home to. And after a long shift, there's always somebody there that's happy to see you get home. And she's also a great conversation starter. So if I do go somewhere by myself, I have her there with me, and that kind of opens up conversation with other people too. Some challenges are probably finding housing. It's not impossible. I mean, I've been on, this is my 6th assignment now, and I've never had problems finding housing, but your options are a little bit more limited versus if you were finding housing that was not pet friendly. The positives are, I get to take her and show her new places, which is exciting. And you have somebody to travel with you, somebody who's always happy to see you, and to just trying new things, or going new places where I wouldn't normally go, like the dog beach. That's probably the happiest she's ever been in her whole life. She was living her best life. She had so much fun, which now for me is a great memory, which if I didn't have her, I would never have gone to the dog beach. I wouldn't just go there by myself. So, and now that's one of my favorite memories from my assignment in Florida. So typically what I do is I try and get her yearly and all of her vaccines done when I am at my permanent home. But of course you have your situations where you're far from home and she's due for something, or you need to go to an emergency vet or something like that. So I usually just look up what's closest to where I'm staying, and then I look up the reviews too. So I needed her to have a certain vaccine before I took her to doggy daycare, and I was 4 days driving away from my home, so I couldn't just take her home, and I just took her to one of the shelters, and they did everything for free. They did a physical exam, so it's not super hard to find vet care, but you do want to look stuff like that up before you get too settled in your house, because if there is an emergency or if you need something in a pinch, you know where to go, and you're not scrambling at the last minute to try and find vet care. So I wish I would have kind of trained her for her airplane kennel before having to start traveling. I prepped her 1 to 2 weeks before, which helped a little bit, but it definitely wasn't as good as probably I wanted it to be. So I wish maybe 4 to 6 weeks in advance I would have started preparing her kind of for flights, because the 2 weeks it helped, but it definitely wasn't enough, I would say. So if you were going to be far away from your assignment, which isn't really within driving distance, and you're planning on going home, I would say probably prepare your dog for the flight, because it's going to be something that they've never experienced, and they're crammed in this tiny little thing with loud noises. So I probably wish I would have known about prepping your dog for air travel before I started traveling.